Turning 70 isn't the end. It's the start of a whole new chapter. What if this stage of life is your most liberating yet? Let's talk about 12 things that simply don't make sense for women like us after 70. Things holding us back from living fully. This isn't about letting go. It's about making space for more joy, freedom, and self-discovery. Before we dive in, I'd love to hear from you. Where are you watching from? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel so we can keep exploring this beautiful journey together. Now, let's start with one of the most important areas of life, relationships and how they evolve after 70. 1. Relationships. Redefined. As we grow older, the relationships around us often evolve, and sometimes they need to. At 70, it's no longer about maintaining a large circle of acquaintances or enduring connections that drain us. Instead, it's about nurturing meaningful bonds that add joy and peace to our lives. I remember a close friend, Linda, who was a part of my life for over 3 decades. Yet, every conversation left me feeling emotionally exhausted. She often vented her frustrations, criticized others, and brought a dark cloud over every meeting. For years, I held on to that friendship out of guilt, telling myself, we've known each other too long to let this go. But then I asked myself, why am I spending my precious time feeling drained rather than uplifted? Letting go of that relationship wasn't easy, but it opened space for friendships that brought warmth, laughter, and encouragement. Research shows that quality matters far more than quantity in our social connections, especially as we age. Prioritizing relationships with those who truly care about us and align with our values can improve our mental health and overall well-being. Once we've redefined the people in our lives, it becomes easier to focus on something even more liberating, reclaiming personal freedom. Let's talk about why learning to say no might be the most empowering skill you'll ever develop. 2. Embracing personal freedom. One of the greatest gifts of turning 70 is the ability to live life on your terms. After decades of fulfilling roles as caregivers, partners, or professionals, many of us still feel the weight of societal expectations. But now, it's time to let go of the shoulds and embrace the freedom to say no without guilt. I used to believe being busy meant I was living a vibrant life. My calendar was packed. Birthday parties, volunteering, social events. Until one Sunday morning, when I found myself rushing out the door, feeling drained and overwhelmed. I missed the peaceful mornings I once cherished, sipping tea and journaling in quiet reflection. That's when it hit me. Constantly saying yes to others often means saying no to yourself. Learning to decline commitments that don't bring you joy or align with your energy is transformative. The next time you're asked to take on something, ask yourself, will this truly make me happy? Do I have the energy for it? If the answer is no, it's okay to politely decline. You'll be surprised at how much more fulfilling your days become when they're centered around what truly matters to you. Reclaiming your time and energy is liberating, but there's one area that deserves even more focus: your health. Let's explore how taking charge of your well-being can empower you to thrive at any age. 3. Health as empowerment. Your health is your foundation for living fully. The idea that aging inevitably means physical decline is outdated. In fact, proactive health management can help you feel better at 70 than you did at 60. It's not about reversing time, but about making small, consistent choices that improve your quality of life. I'll admit, I used to brush off minor aches as just getting older. A stiff shoulder here, a bit of knee pain there, it all seemed normal. But when climbing stairs became a struggle, I realized ignoring these signs wasn't the answer. A visit to my doctor revealed that early intervention could have spared me years of discomfort. Taking charge of your health doesn't have to be overwhelming. Start with small steps. Stretch for 10 minutes each morning, prepare simple, nutritious meals, and stay consistent with regular checkups. For example, I now spend Sundays prepping meals that nourish me during the week. This not only saves time, but also ensures I avoid unhealthy quick fixes. The CDC highlights that staying physically active, even with low-impact exercises like walking or yoga, significantly improves mobility and reduces the risk of chronic diseases. Combine this with mindfulness practices like deep breathing or journaling, and you'll notice a positive shift in your energy and mood. When your body feels strong and capable, it's easier to embrace all the joys life has to offer. Speaking of joy, let's look at how financial wisdom can help you live more fully and stress-free in your golden years. 4. Financial wisdom. Money is often a delicate subject, but in retirement, it becomes one of the keys to a worry-free and fulfilling life. At 70, the challenge isn't just about saving, but also about finding a balance between security and enjoying the fruits of your labor. I once knew a woman who lived so frugally out of fear of running out of money that she missed out on years of travel and experiences she had always dreamed of. On the other hand, another friend ignored financial planning altogether, assuming things would work out, only to face unexpected medical bills that caused significant stress. These stories taught me an invaluable lesson. Neither extreme is ideal. Strategic financial planning doesn't have to be daunting. Sitting down with a financial advisor can help you assess your expenses, savings, and goals. Whether you're budgeting for long-term care, a family gift, or a dream vacation, having a clear picture of your finances gives you peace of mind. And don't forget to allocate funds for experiences that bring you joy, concerts, classes, or trips with loved ones. As they say, memories last a lifetime, and at this stage, they're the best return on investment. With financial clarity, you can truly focus on enjoying the present. One way to make the most of this time is by embracing the digital age. Let's talk about how technology can open up a world of connection and opportunity. 5. Technology is liberation. Technology can feel intimidating, but it's one of the most empowering tools for staying connected and engaged in today's world. Overcoming the fear of using new devices or apps can unlock countless opportunities to enrich your life. I remember when my granddaughter first introduced me to her tablet. At first I resisted, saying, "This isn't for me." But with her patient guidance, I learned how to video call family members, explore recipes online, and even join a virtual book club. Now, technology has become a bridge to everything I love, whether it's staying in touch with loved ones, discovering new hobbies, or even learning basic Spanish through free apps. If technology feels overwhelming, start small. Ask a tech-savvy friend or relative to show you the basics, like sending emails or browsing the web. You might even find a local library or community center offering classes tailored for seniors. The more you explore, the more confident you'll become. The benefits of digital connectivity go beyond convenience. It keeps your mind active, fosters connections with others, and opens doors to knowledge and communities you might never have encountered otherwise. The world is moving forward, and you have every right to be part of it. Once you've embraced the tools of the modern world, you'll see how they complement other areas of your life, like embracing beauty and aging with confidence. Let's dive into why redefining beauty on your terms is so powerful. 6. Redefining beauty and aging. For decades, we've been bombarded with messages from the beauty industry that youth equals beauty. Endless creams, hair dyes, and even surgeries are marketed as solutions to fix us. But at 70, it's time to challenge this narrative and redefine beauty on our own terms. True beauty isn't about hiding wrinkles or smoothing laugh lines. It's about the radiance that comes from within. I recall a conversation with a friend who once fretted over graying hair. She decided to let it grow out naturally, and the confidence she exuded with her silver locks was inspiring. People couldn't stop complimenting her, not because of her hair, but because of how empowered she looked. Confidence is the most attractive quality a person can have. It shines through when you laugh with abandon, wear clothes that make you feel fabulous, and show up unapologetically as yourself. Authentic self-expression, whether through style, hobbies, or your attitude, transcends societal standards of beauty. So ditch the idea of chasing youth. Instead, celebrate the wisdom and stories that come with age. When you carry yourself with confidence and embrace your uniqueness, you inspire others to do the same. With this newfound confidence, it's easier to approach life with curiosity and enthusiasm. Let's explore how continuous learning can keep your mind sharp and your spirit youthful. 7. Continuous learning. Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? After 70, learning isn't just possible. It's one of the best ways to keep your mind active and your days exciting. I remember feeling hesitant when I signed up for my first painting class. I hadn't picked up a brush since grade school, and I worried I'd make a fool of myself. But as I stood in front of that blank canvas, something unexpected happened. I felt a spark of joy. I wasn't creating a masterpiece, but I was rediscovering the pure pleasure of trying something new. Science backs this up. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt and grow, remains active throughout life. Picking up a new skill, whether it's gardening, learning a language, or even dancing, not only keeps your mind sharp, but also boosts your mood and self-esteem. Breaking age stereotypes is another benefit. Society often tells us to slow down after a certain age, but why conform? Joining a book club, taking an online course, or even learning how to play an instrument can be liberating. It proves to the world, and to yourself, that you're never too old to grow. When you approach life as a learner, every day becomes an adventure. Speaking of simplifying life, let's look at how decluttering can bring peace and purpose to your surroundings and mind. 8. Decluttering life. The more stuff we collect, the more weight we carry, not just physically, but mentally too. At 70, life's too precious to let clutter, whether in your home or mind, drain your energy. Simplifying your surroundings can bring a surprising sense of clarity and calm. I used to hold on to everything. Old clothes I might wear again, gifts I felt guilty giving away, even piles of outdated magazines. One day, I decided to tackle just one drawer. As I sorted through it, I asked myself, does this bring me joy or serve a purpose? If the answer was no, I let it go. The result? A lighter, more peaceful space that reflected my current needs and values. Decluttering isn't just about physical items, it's about making mental space too. Letting go of old regrets, grudges, or unrealistic expectations can free up energy for what truly matters. When your surroundings and mind are clear, you create room for meaningful moments and connections. Minimalism isn't about living with nothing. It's about living with what matters most. And the best part? Each step, no matter how small, brings an immediate sense of relief and accomplishment. With a simpler life comes a greater ability to focus on what truly matters, like nurturing emotional intelligence and finding peace in our interactions with others. 9. Emotional intelligence. One of the greatest lessons of aging is realizing not every battle is worth fighting. After 70, choosing peace over conflict becomes a form of self-care. I learned this lesson the hard way during a disagreement between my grown children about holiday plans. My instinct was to step in and mediate, but instead, I became the target of both their frustrations. That moment taught me an invaluable lesson. Not every problem needs solving, and not every argument requires my participation. Emotional intelligence means recognizing when to let go of conflicts that drain your energy. It's about valuing peace over being right. Long-standing grudges, petty disagreements, or trying to please everyone. These are burdens we don't have to carry anymore. By letting go of unnecessary conflicts, you create room for emotional resilience. It allows you to focus on what truly brings joy. Meaningful conversations, shared laughter, and time spent with those who uplift you. Remember, walking away from a fight isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of wisdom. With emotional clarity, you'll discover how freeing it is to let go of one more burden, the pursuit of perfection. Let's talk about why imperfection is something to embrace and even celebrate. 10. Perfection is overrated. How often have you chased perfection, only to feel more stressed than satisfied? From spotless homes to perfectly executed plans, the pursuit of perfection has been ingrained in us for years. But at 70, it's time to let it go. I vividly remember hosting a Thanksgiving dinner where everything had to be flawless. I spent hours cleaning, decorating, and perfecting dishes. By the time guests arrived, I was too exhausted to enjoy the day. What stood out to my family wasn't the beautifully folded napkins, but the fact that I wasn't fully present. Imperfections are part of life, and they often lead to the best memories. A slightly burnt cake still tastes delicious when shared with laughter. Dust in the living room doesn't stop a heartfelt conversation. When we stop worrying about how things appear and focus on how they feel, we reclaim joy. Living authentically means embracing the messy, imperfect moments that make life rich and meaningful. By letting go of perfection, you open yourself up to spontaneity and the happiness that comes with it. When you stop striving for perfection, you make space for something even better, living fully and unapologetically. Up next, let's talk about breaking free from the opinions of others and embracing your true self. 11th, opinions don't define you. By the time we reach 70, we've spent decades worrying about what others think. From how we dress to the decisions we make, It's easy to let external judgments shape our choices. But here's the truth. Other people's opinions don't define you. I once hesitated to wear a bold floral dress to an event because I feared it was too much. My daughter simply said, "Mom, if it makes you happy, wear it." So I did. The compliments I received were nice, but what truly mattered was how confident and joyful I felt. That moment taught me an invaluable lesson. When you live authentically, you attract genuine appreciation, and even if you don't, it doesn't matter. Breaking free from the weight of external judgments is liberating. At this stage in life, you've earned the right to prioritize your happiness over societal expectations. Speak your truth, pursue your passions, and embrace choices that reflect who you are now. When you let go of worrying about others' opinions, you create space for self-confidence to flourish. And with that confidence comes a sense of freedom to live boldly and unapologetically. Once you've shed the burden of others' opinions, you'll see aging not as a limitation, but as an exciting chapter filled with endless possibilities. Let's explore why growing older can be an adventure unlike any other. 12. Aging as an adventure. Aging isn't something to fear, it's something to celebrate. Every gray hair and wrinkle tells a story of the life you've lived, the laughter, the lessons, and the love. By reframing how we view aging, we can see it as an adventure filled with new opportunities. I remember a friend who, at 72, decided to take her first solo trip abroad. She was nervous, of course, but she came back with stories of breathtaking landscapes and connections with people she never would have met otherwise. Her boldness inspired me to try something I'd always put off, joining a choir. I wasn't the best singer, but the joy of learning and performing with others made me feel alive in a way I hadn't in years. Aging brings a unique perspective. We appreciate the little things more: morning sunrises, heartfelt conversations, and quiet moments of peace. It's a time to celebrate life experiences and embrace the freedom to try things you've never done before. Every year is a gift, an opportunity to grow, learn, and live fully. So, why not treat aging as an adventure? Whether it's traveling, discovering a new hobby, or simply savoring the beauty of each day, this chapter can be your most fulfilling yet. With the right mindset, aging transforms from a challenge into a journey of discovery. Now, let's bring everything together in a conclusion that inspires and empowers you to embrace this incredible stage of life. Turning 70 isn't the end of the road. It's the start of a vibrant, fulfilling chapter. It's a time to embrace your age, let go of what no longer serves you, and make room for joy, growth, and adventure. From redefining relationships to celebrating life's imperfections, you have the power to shape this stage of your life on your terms. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What resonated most with you today? Share in the comments below, and let's start a conversation. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay connected. Life after 70 is yours to thrive. Let's make it extraordinary.